Hello everybody, this is the S2000. We're just pulling it out, making sure it's not on a tender. And we'll go take it out for a test drive and run you guys through it like we do on everything. I'm going to release the trunk. Me neither.
He has one.
Car cover.
A couple of important items that we tried to illustrate in the video. All the original VIN tags are on every panel in the car. This one has had paint on the rear, but there's the original bumper, original trunk lid. You come in here. Right here is your color code for the interior, which is the blue interior. Your VIN for this rear quarter panel. Then on the driver's door, you have a VIN there. And then when you come to the front, on the hood, there it is there. Some important things. This vehicle conforms to US EPA NLV regulations applicable for the 2002 model year and California, the big one. So this is a California car from new. On this fender, here's the VIN right here. Front bumper VIN is right here. And front fender VIN is right here.
Extremely clean.
Very, very clean. The front end has definitely had paintwork, likely for stone chips, because if you look at the heads of all these bolts on the fenders and the hood and all that kind of stuff, none of them have been turned for any reason. So I think that's pretty indicative of original panels that haven't been screwed with in any way, shape, or form.
It's really impeccable under the hood. It's
Super
the
clean.
galvanized bolts. Nothing's got corrosion on it. The plenum, the head.
Again, our BC climate is so easy on cars. We took this to the Honda dealer here in town called Campus Honda and had them do an inspection and gave them the go-ahead to do any work up to $1,000 without phoning us. They came back with a bill for the inspection and the oil service, which they say is everything they found wrong with it, of $106 Canadian. So we painted the chin spoiler. I think it was called a chip spoiler in the description. There's just some scuffs on that. We had our tire shop put 4 brand new Continental Extreme Contact tires on. A few of the wheels have just a little bit of the clear coming off, but all in all in very good shape. There's a note of a little chip here, little one right here, and then on the edge of the hood, you can see that. It's very, very small, but it's there. And there was one other on the front corner of the hood. Put my nail next to it so you can see. That's the only real mark. We had our paintless dent doctor go through the car, make sure that there's no dents or anything around the car. So,
Here, can you put that on?
oh.
All right.
I'm gonna put the top back up. One thing, this radio door doesn't retract like it should. So probably something in here isn't working properly. They didn't note it on the inspection, which that was something we checked over to see if it was working. But if you want to use the radio, keep the door open. If not, you got to just play with it a little bit.
Let's head that way up to Blanchard.
Sure. I remember when these cars came out, they were so cool because
Everybody wanted one.
yeah, I think they were just something we hadn't seen, something that red lines at 9,000 RPM and has Honda reliability. I'll let it warm up a little bit before we take it to 9,000 RPM. Wipers work. Nav lights work. Power windows, both of them I'm putting up right now. Both down. No rattles, no.
Just a couple little marks on the wind deflector is really the only major blemish on the interior.
My OCD would have to probably replace the shifter, maybe. It's just got some marks on it on the top. Looks like somebody had a ring or something. Just in here there's some scuffs, but all in all the interior is super clean.
How's the steering wheel? Any marks or?
No scratches on the steering wheel anywhere. Just trying to feel for them. If you've watched our videos before, that's one of my pet peeves. It has an adjustable steering wheel. I don't feel it. I don't have the seat all the way back, and there's definitely room for somebody that's taller than me. I'm about 5'10" and a half. As you guys know, Joel's 5'4". He fits in it too.
No problem.
You cannot social distance in this car, though. We're very, very close. The speedometer is in miles. This is a US car, so if you look at the speedometer, it's got 50,493 miles right now. We're doing 34 miles an hour, which is in a 50 kilometer zone, so we're doing the correct speed. This car was sold new in Hollywood, California. We'll return it to Blaine, Washington this week. So anybody buying it there, treat it as a US car, because it'll be back there by the time the auction ends. We'll supply you a Washington state title and make sure that it's all registered for you properly. We're just going to stop the video for a sec, and when we get onto the highway, we'll restart it so we can join you.
I want to just try all the...
Yeah. So let's try the AC.
That's cool.
Very cold air conditioning.
So fan speeds work.
I'm doing it wrong. Cruise control, I guess.
We'll try that on the highway.
Just turned it on, so you turn it on manually on this side.
The BC Securities Commission can help you recognize fraud warning signs. Take the quiz.
So the changed radio, and there's additional speakers behind the seats also. So I guess by changing the radio, the audio control on this side no longer functions. You have to function it down here in the center. Well, you get up to 5,500. I don't know what 9,000 will feel like.
Okay, I'm going to pause it here, and then when we get on the highway, I'll restart it.
Just getting on the highway here.
Slow down, bud.
45 miles an hour and 50 miles an hour, which is 80 kilometers. That's the speed limit. Feels good as it should.
Drive straight, brakes.
A little wobbly there. It's my first time driving an S2000, and I can see why people like them. It feels like a very fun handling sports car that's well balanced. The color of this one is one of my favorite that I've seen so far. I think it's an incredible color. Pretty sparse interior. Not sure if different model years are any different than each other. It looks like the later Model 1s sell for a lot more, so I'm guessing there's a reason for it.
I think that probably wraps it up.
Top's in great shape if anybody's curious, the inside of the top and the exterior of the top.
Door panels, dash,
Mirrors work.
cluster surround, all is in really good shape. No scratches or blemishes, it does not look like. Yeah, it's a nice, tidy S2000.
No reserve.
Thank you.